check out our new sponsor, the Health Blaze. All the information is in the description. Use the promo code above. Goodfellow Unboxing at 18% off of all their natural products, from deodorant, pomade, toothpaste, and much, much more. And they have additional discounts on their website as well. That's thehealthblaze.com. Starting December 20th. That promo code is good for 18% off. We go. What's going on? We back, Goodfellow Sports TV. We in the building. Appreciate everybody for checking in one time for the one time you're grinding. Blessings to the brothers and sisters out there supporting the channel. Make sure to subscribe button, bell icon button. Won't miss another video. At least that's the way it's supposed to work. Now, Shakur Stevenson is ranked number 1 at featherweight for the WBO. Oscar Valdez is a champion. We know Valdez had a tough fight. What was it, last year, I believe, versus Scott Quigg, where his jaw got broke. And now he's on the comeback trail. Now he's supposed to be on the collision course to clash with Josh Warrington. And that's what ESPN wants to do. And Shakur Stevenson, just because you rank number 1, don't necessarily mean they're going to order a mandatory anytime soon. This mandatory could be ordered later this year. It could be ordered next. It could be ordered next year. You know how things go. You know, and this, if they order a mandatory, which is, you know, it shouldn't be tough to make this fight. They both have the same promoter. Valdez is a top-ranked fighter, so is Shakur Stevenson. The question is Shakur Stevenson ready for Oscar Valdez, or is he ready for Josh Warrington right now? Because they probably gonna fight, you know, before Stevenson get his shot. So Stevenson's gonna have an opportunity to be you know, in his first title shot, probably to get 2 titles. And I believe with 2 or 3 more tough fights within the division, you know what I'm saying, I think he'll be ready. And I think in actuality, he should fight 3 more times this year, just to stay sharp and gain that experience, man. Maybe throw him a Scott Quigg in there. You know what I'm saying? Throw him a Scott Quigg, maybe a Kiko Martinez. You know, he just got stopped somewhere, maybe down the line. If you want to come back and continue to fight, he said he might move back down. You know, a Scott Quigg type, you know, that's on that side as well. You know, I think that'll be a good fight for him to deal with the pressure in the front foot fighter, because pretty much that's what Josh Warrington is. And at the end of the day, you know, if it come to it, if push come to shove, maybe possibly throw him a Carl Frampton. You know, in the winter, Carl Frampton get the title shot somewhere down the line. But those type of, at least Scott Quigg fight he need to have before he fights Valdez, at least Josh Warrington. You know, Valdez has been on the down slope. He's been on the downtrend. Broke his jaw because he always got his mouth open. Get hit entirely too much. And I just felt that we see what Canelo trainers, you know, Chapo and Ronaldo, you know, do with Oscar Valdez, and it take time. Rome wasn't built in a day. And they got to teach this dude to keep his mouth closed and use his ability, because he could do some of the things that Juan Estrada can do, and he could definitely do some of the things and more as far as athletically wise that Canelo can do. You know, Valdez can be a defensive genius in there, but he just offensive. And a lot of these Mexican fighters, they can box and they can use their agility and boxing ability, but they choose not to because they want to be beloved by the fans. They don't want to be, you know, disowned and say, oh, he don't want to go to war, he ain't tough. And they let the Mexican fans, you know, let them go out there and get fucked up like Oscar Valdez did. Oscar Valdez, you know, if he fought like a brother and trained with the brothers Valdez, you wouldn't know, you know, if you pretty much just put a, you know, mystery markings on him, you wouldn't know he was a Mexican fighter. He got all the ability to box laterally, be good defensively, explosive. He's an elite athlete at the featherweight division. If he uses all his athletic gifts and uses all his boxing skills and develop more of a slick style, more counter defensive style, and then pick and choose when he want to be offensive, then he could be one of the best fighters in the world. I've always said that. But he going to war trying to prove that he's tougher than another guy. His career shelf life has already been cut short. So, you know, in my opinion, I think like a Carl Frampton fight or a Scott Quigg fight, I believe Shakur Stevenson can get Oscar Valdez. You know, Oscar Valdez, he ain't looking as good as he used to, you know, because he's shop worn. He getting beat down. He in unnecessary wars. You know what I'm saying? So when that happens, man, your body takes a toll on you, man. And the thing about it is Stevenson is a big kid. He was bigger than Terrence Crawford when they was in camp together. It looked like, you know, body frame bigger. You know, seemed like he can go up multiple weight classes. It wouldn't shock me if Stevenson ended his career as a welterweight, how big he is and how tall and lean he is, and he's still growing. He's still growing, man. So physically, he could continue to build his physical strength up. He could be a problem. I know Diaz said he ain't got no power. Yeah, and he had enough power to keep you off of him. When you got them type of boxing skills, I don't really think you need that much power. You just need enough power to keep a mofo off of you, man. But as far as Josh Warrington, I love Shakur Stevenson in that fight. As long as he get a Valdez or a Frampton in there before he fights him, I love him in that fight, man. You know, people think Warrington can't punch. You know what I'm saying? But I think Warrington just ain't got knockout, like one-punch knockout power. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's a matter if he can or can't punch. I think he got enough power to get mofos respect. And he's tough, you know. And what makes up for his lack of power is his tenacity, his dog in him. Like, he's a real dog. You know, his aggressiveness is just, you know, it wears on you, man. He keep coming, he tough. But Stevenson can outbox that motherfucker easily right now. You know, I feel like he can outbox him. And he can walk Warrington into some shots. Warrington tough. But I would actually like to see him fight a Quigg first before you fight a Warrington. Because Warrington is real tough. But the thing about it is, those UK fighters, them motherfuckers only can box on the back foot. If Stevenson can outbox him on the back foot. But if he can put some aggressiveness in there, I just think he too good of a boxer. I don't know exactly right now. I would like say he's the favorite. But I would say it's a slight 50-50 fights. You know, if he fight Warrington. Warrington ain't got them skills that Stevenson got, man. He ain't got the pedigree, and he too small. You know, Warrington might try to, come straight forward and try to, punish Shakur Stevenson. I think Stevenson can walk him into shots, put some 1-2-3s behind there, 3-4s behind there. And I think it's a possibility that he could walk Warrington into a shot and possibly stop him, or at least drop him. But, right now, if he fought both of them, man, I think the majority of people think he's a little bit behind. But if you get a Quigg or you get a Frampton someone in there like that, then I'll be like, okay, I think he's ready, depending on how you handle them. But, to think about it, he just naturally stronger and bigger, and he going to get bigger than Valdez. And Valdez ain't going to, the way he fight, he ain't going to fuck around and outbox Stevenson. He going to have to knock Stevenson out and be aggressive. And with that coming, he leave his jaw wide open. Stevenson is a precision counter puncher. He's a precision puncher. That's a bad matchup if he let this young bull, get that experience. But my problem is Top Rank gonna feed their Mexican fighter to a black fighter, and I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? I think Bob Arum gonna put that on the back burner as much as possible. Now, if Warrington go on there and whoop Valdez ass, then Warrington's with Frank Warren and BT Sports. I think ESPN own BT Sports or something like that, for what I hear. But like I said before, if Warrington go in there and walk out Valdez, and Bob Arum and James Prince and Andre Ward tell Bob that, hey, Shakur ready to whoop him right now, he can let him fight him. But Valdez, they probably gonna put the protection on Valdez. If Valdez end up winning, they'll probably have Valdez move up and then Stevenson take the belt. They not in the business of feeding Mexicans to brothers on Top Rank. They not in the business of promoting brothers the right way anyway. If I'm any brother with Top Rank, when my contract is up, man, I'm stacking my bread to buy myself out of that contract. When we get to that last fight, and they say, oh, sign on the dotted line, or you don't get the last fight, and I buy myself out that last fight, the contract, and I move on. Okay, because you just see how they treat Lomachenko over there, how they treat other fighters over there, or how they treat Terrence Crawford, how they put Lomachenko on the pedestal and all that shit. Like, Steve's gotta understand, when you over there, Gabriel Flores come up, you're gonna be behind him. You still gonna be behind Lomachenko. And he's signing, and Top Rank just, I think, signed another Hispanic fighter getting ready to close the deal. You're gonna be behind all of them, no matter how big a star you is as a black fighter over at Top Rank. They not gonna make you the star you need to be as a brother. They always gonna put a Russian, a UK fighter, somebody that's white, Hispanic. They always gonna put them above somebody like Stevenson, somebody like people like Terrence Crawford. They gonna promote y'all different. They not gonna put y'all on the pedestal. And so you gotta know not to make the same mistake Terrence Crawford made. And when it's time to get out that contract, it's time to skirt and go somewhere else. But I don't see them feeding Valdez to Stevenson unless Valdez lose or something like that. But I could definitely see them putting, if Warrington beat Valdez, or the opportunity come for Stevenson to fight Warrington, which I don't know where he ranked for Warrington belt at. I think Warrington's the IBF holder. I think when it's time to fight Warrington, they let Stevenson fight Warrington, as long as James Prince and his grandfather and Andre Ward say yeah. But hey, it's Goodfellas Sports TV. Don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. Make sure that subscribe button, bell icon button will miss another video. In addition to that, don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. Promo code GoodFella1Boxing get you 18% off the 100% all natural products, soaps, lotions, foot soaks, bath bombs, deodorant, toothpaste, hair pomade, much more. Our website, promo code are both in the description. One time for the one time,